August 17th. Happy Lost Colony Day. For more than 4 centuries, the story of Roanoke has been told as one of history's greatest mysteries. 117 English colonists vanished. No bodies, no battle, no explanation. Only one strange clue, the word Croatoan. And so generations have asked, what happened to the lost colony? Perhaps that's the wrong question. Shall we look closely? In 1587, Sir Walter Raleigh sent English settlers to Roanoke under the leadership of Governor John White. The colony struggled. White sailed to England for supplies, intending to return quickly. Instead, war with Spain delayed him for nearly 3 years. When he finally returned, the settlement stood empty. But here's the part almost no one remembers. White and the colonists had already planned for this possibility. If they ever abandoned Roanoke, they agreed to carve their destination into the palisade walls. If they were forced to leave against their will, they would also carve a cross. White found one word, Croatoan, no cross. To later generations, that became the mystery. To John White, it was the solution, and the obvious one. The colonists had peacefully relocated to Croatoan Island, today's Hatteras Island, where the friendly Croatoan people lived. If White was right, then perhaps the real mystery isn't where the colonists went. Perhaps it's why no one went looking for them there. Because before reaching Roanoke, the relief expedition had already spent 3 days at Croatoan Island, close enough to see smoke rising from the Croatoan settlement. White knew these people, expected his colonists might be among them. Yet no one seems to have gone ashore to ask. Instead, the expedition chose the longer and more dangerous journey to Roanoke through Pamlico Sound, a shallow lagoon in places, losing men along the way. There, they found exactly the message White expected. So naturally, they would return to Croatoan, wouldn't they? Instead, an anchor rope broke, so they wintered in the Caribbean. Storms intervened. The expedition decided to resupply in the Azores and then re-strategize. They had trouble landing, so then it was home to England. In other words, the expedition bypassed the easy and obvious source of news for a difficult and dangerous one, confirmed the movements of the colonists by prearranged signal, and then, by a series of slightly odd mishaps, were unable to investigate further. These don't sound like the decisions of a party determined to find the settlers. They sound like the decisions of a party who would have been happy to find them, provided they were still at Roanoke. Historians still debate those decisions, but 4 centuries later, archaeology has quietly reopened the case. Excavations on Hatteras Island have uncovered English artifacts, including evidence of English metalworking, strongly suggesting that members of the Roanoke colony lived among the Croatoan people. So instead of asking about the fate of the colonists, maybe we should ask a better question. Why have we been acting for over 4 centuries as though John White didn't hand us the answer? Historian James Loewen suggested one possibility. Perhaps later generations found it easier to imagine English settlers vanishing than joining a native community. But if archaeology is right, and that has become a near certainty, then the lost colony was probably never lost at all. Imagine the lives that followed. Children growing up speaking 2 languages. English carpenters building homes beside Croatoan neighbors. Families sharing skills, stories, and traditions. Grandchildren who knew England only through family stories. Not the end of a people, but the beginning of new families. Happy Lost, Kinda, Colony Day.